Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm here with my cousin, Hapz, you know what I mean, aka Ill Hun Supreme.
What's up, guys?
You know what I'm saying? It's a pleasure to be here with my older cuz. Happy belated birthday, by the
Thank
way.
you, honey.
You know what I
Thank
mean?
you.
You
I
did
love
that
you,
good.
baby.
You
I
did
love
that.
you.
You're here.
I love you.
We here another year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here. You know, like you know, I've been doing with these little interviews. You know what I'm saying, concerning, you know what I mean, the record Journey. You know what I mean? You heard the record?
Yes.
What's your thoughts?
Yes, I love that record.
Okay.
I actually, next to the my first joint, my forever joint for you would be More and More. I love.
Oh, okay.
You
More and More. That's a classic FBI
Right.
joint. Okay.
That was my classic, but this
Okay.
one right here, I think it may be right
Wow.
next to it.
Wow.
It might be right next to it. Yeah.
It's funny that you say that because I believe that, you know, More and More was like one of my first records, you know what I'm saying? Like when I was with FBI, because that was when, you know, you first started rapping, you get hungry, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had that true hunger back then. But I feel
Right.
like with this project that I'm working on, I feel like that hunger is coming back, you know what I'm
Okay,
saying? So
good.
that's why the sound that you're hearing, it sounds like that old hunger that I once had, but
Right.
from a seasoned perspective now, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Wiser now, you know what I mean? So I'm approaching it like with more wisdom, more understanding, more, you know what I mean?
Right.
So
And I
man.
can understand too is because a lot going on in the world.
Yeah.
There's so much to talk about.
Yeah.
And
Facts.
that hunger is trying to get the message out because there's so much garbage out. No one's talking.
We were just talking about that the other day. So much garbage out there. So how do you combat the garbage? By giving them truth, by giving them some knowledge. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause,
Exactly.
you know, man. So on that note, Hapz, man, you know what I'm saying? That one particular song called Journey. You know what I mean? It's speaking about my journey, my 5-year journey of me leaving New York, going to Florida. And I consider it to be like school. I was in school out there, and I was being developed, you know what I mean, for this new season that I'm in right now, you know what I'm saying? And a lot has happened that grew me, that developed me. Ups, downs, trials, tribulation, all that crazy stuff. But at the same time, I believe that it made me stronger, it made me better.
Right.
And you know what I mean? With that being said, I wanted to gather, you know what I mean, like other people's journeys, you know what I'm saying? Other people's stories, like, you know, Hapz, man, like you've been a heavy inspiration as far as musically, like I think for the whole family, everybody could attribute Hapz. Like she was the one who had all the dance moves. She, you know what I mean? In fact, she DJ too, you know what I mean? If y'all need a DJ, holla at Ill Hun, you already know.
There you go.
You know what I mean? But she always was the one that brought that energy when it comes to good vibes, good energy, good music, you know what I mean? So that's like embedded in our system.
That's what's
you know what I
up.
mean? So with this whole new record, it's like talking about the whole journey and ups and downs. Like I wanted to even gather your story. Like, you know, now you're doing the vending machines. You got a lot going on. Like, tell the
Right.
people what you be doing, what you got going on right now.
Well, right now my journey is looking like, you know, definitely with the kids. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's where ultimately I'm gonna be, you know, doing something to help kids that are in need as far as abuse and stuff like that.
Wow, gotcha.
I want to build a safe haven for them.
Wow.
So the vending machine business is
Before you continue, I like that because you know what I mean. A lot of people that could go over people's heads because you know a lot of people ain't really considering the children. They're not considering those because they are the future. You know what I mean? And where did that burden come from for you to really want to consider the youth, the young? You know what I mean?
okay because what the world is so concerned about the Trump and the Biden situation.
Yeah.
So I did some research and I realized that the real war is not even against our police officers and stuff like that.
Wow.
The war is really against the babies. No one's protecting them. They
my
out there
gosh.
getting raped, trafficked.
Oh my gosh.
There's so much like
Yeah.
you thinking that foster parents are really taking these kids in and giving them a safe haven. No, they out there sex trafficking them too.
Oh my gosh.
It's like there's no place for them to go.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I have to.
Yeah.
I have to be that place that
feel
they
you.
have that's
Yeah.
gonna build
So
that.
you feel like you feel like that burden that you have, you know what I mean, is to want to build that or create that safe space for them. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because it's unfortunate that not too many people are doing that. You know, the system may make you think that they are taking care of them, but behind the scenes, all this craziness is going on. So, you know what I mean? I commend you for that, Hapz. And you know what I mean? If you need my support, we here for you, man.
Thank you,
and
Thank
you know what I mean? But you know, I know, you know, switching gears a little bit with the whole vending machine, like how did that come into play? You know, because that's like, you know what I mean? That's like
Something
out the
else.
box. You know what I mean? Too. You know what I mean?
Okay, so one day I went to my friend's job and I saw a vending machine and I went to go try to purchase something and realized it wasn't working. So I was like, wait a minute.
That happens a lot too.
You know, hold up. No. It was actually unplugged, and I started.
So it wasn't.
I was asking questions about, why isn't it working? And they said it hasn't been working for 3 years. I said, then,
Yeah.
what? This is an opportunity. Why would this person? So I asked to go speak to the manager of the building, and from there we built a relationship, and I began to start, making that transition into the building.
Wow. Okay.
And then, opportunity comes right there. Once you're a business kind of minded person, certain opportunities you see, you can't just walk away from it without trying. You know what I mean?
I love that you said that, man. It's like, so you always got to be sensitive and be like alert to when the opportunity presents itself.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, the street life, but we always watch it out. You know what I mean? Like, you got to have good discerning skills to know, okay, this is an opportunity that I can't take. I can't let pass me by. So, all right, so now you're in that world now. You're doing that. How long you been doing that?
A good 7, 8 years now.
It's been that long? 8 years?
It's been 7, 8 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, through help with others, I've been able to get other locations.
Okay. You want to disclose how many locations you got?
I have actually, I would say, if it's like about between 18 machines, I have maybe about 7, 8 locations.
Wow. And the name of the
12 locations actually.
Okay, 12 locations. Okay, and vending machines. So you got it all over the, tri-state area and all that good stuff. Yeah. And
me and my team. Shout out to Tashima and Chris Williams.
Shout out to the team.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. And in order for these things to actually go forward, you have to have a team. You have to have a solid crew who A likes, B likes, who actually see what you see. You know what I mean? In order for progress to take place. So all right, so that's beautiful. Now I know you've been in there for 8 years, 7, 8 years, give or take, right? But throughout those years, I want to know, cause I know in any business, you know what I'm saying, they say it takes some time before you even take off in business, so in order for things to actually come up. But I'm sure you suffered a lot of loss. How was that? You know what I'm saying? Especially even now in the COVID season, how was that for you?
Okay, well, starting off was a lot of loss because I'm actually coming into a business that I have nothing about. And all I could do is look at YouTube videos, but it's still not the same as hands-on. Right. Gotcha. I kind of bought a lot of inventory over. Sitting there, and I'm like, wait a minute. I had to take back that, and then I finally got a vibe of how my machine runs and how much the machines generate and stuff like that. So I got a pretty much good hand. And then COVID hit. Wow. COVID was the second from the time I began. So that's not a bad run. Right. Okay. COVID hit, and then buildings where I'm at shut down. I took a good hit, but it still was functioning. Okay. And then I didn't give up, prayed a lot.
So you took a hit, but still functioning.
Right.
Talk about that. Right. So you took a few blows, but you still was functioning. You was walking with a limp, but you was still functioning.
Yes, I was keep going.
Beautiful.
I was even actually letting the people know that are interested in that come on my page on IG that, it's not always going to be good. And I actually presented the loss.
That's good.
And this is it, because a lot of people will tell you in the vending machine business it's all good, but they'll never tell you the loss. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm learning about loss. Like I remember, so I've been away for 5 years, and I believe that, I just heard that God was telling me, Pat, lose 5 years of your life, and then you're gonna gain a lifetime full of blessings. And I'm like, hold on, lose 5 years? Like, come on, I ain't trying to lose nothing. But I think that lose to me, that loss wasn't really a loss. When I look now in retrospect, it was really taking a lesson, an L. I was taking not that kind of L, the lost L, but a lesson L. So I was growing, I was learning, you know what I'm saying? But it's funny, like when you're in it, you don't really know what you're learning while you're going through. You don't know that you're learning while you're in it. You know what I'm saying? It's really after the fact that you're like, oh, okay. That's why I had to go through that, because you know what I mean? So, it's crazy that that you are letting them know, listen guys, you will suffer some loss in any business that you start in. You know what I mean? Hair business, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Sneaker business, a lot of people doing, you know what I mean? Designing kicks and all that. You will suffer some loss, but never take it as a loss like you actually failed. You know what I'm saying?
Take it as a learning lesson.
That's beautiful. That's
a learning lesson.
You know what I'm saying? So all right. So now you're in that space. So now, so you said you took a hit in COVID season. How have you bounced back, and how are you doing now with this whole process?
Okay. Well, right now, I decided I got to start thinking more out of the box. What's going to separate my vending machine business to other people's business?
That's good.
So
By the way, what's the name of that vending machine?
It's called Right Choice Vendings and Elite Choice Vendings.
Right Choice Vendings and Elite Choice Vendings. Okay,
yes.
Beautiful.
So I decided, like, you know, I got to start creating opportunities. So one day I went down to, you know, a train station and I saw that where the workers were working. And I said, you know what? Let me write to this train people and see if I can, you know, get a machine in here.
Nice.
And so far, this is what I've been doing. I've been communicating with them. So pray for me that
so
this
beautiful.
works. And if this works, then that's another door open.
Another door open.
You know,
man. So you saying you're not content with just the regular building situation. You trying to get into the system. You trying to get into where everybody's at. So you talking about where, especially in NY, you know what I mean? You talking about this train system. Like, come on, that's beautiful. So if that pops open, like, you know who knows where else that's gonna go. But
exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we're gonna keep that lifted, man. You know what I'm saying? But
people gotta remember, sometimes the opportunity is not there. You gotta create it. Okay, you gotta create it.
I love that.
You gotta make them see it.
Wow.
Even when it's not there, you gotta bring it.
Yeah. That's good that you made that note, because a lot of people, they wait for the opportunity to present. No, sometimes you got to create it.
You got to be the creator.
You know, I remember a story in the Bible, right? There's a story where there was a man who was, you know, on his sick bed or whatever. He wasn't able to walk. He never walked in his life. So he had 4 friends. And these 4 friends, like, you know what? Jesus is in the building. He's in the house right over here. Let's take him. Let's put him on our mat and let's actually take him to Jesus. So he had 4 friends who was concerned about him and picked him up and tried to get him to Jesus. But when they went into the front of the house was packed. It was packed. You know, Jesus there. There was no room to actually get him through to Jesus.
Right.
And what happened was, the Bible says that these guys actually went on top of the roof of the house, and they actually turned the roof off. Or they actually ripped the roof off. How do you call it? They actually created a hole. So they created an opportunity to actually let the dude get down. Like, actually, they went up there with the guy, and they put him down on the mat and actually rolled him down so that he was able to get to Jesus. So they created an opportunity for the guy to actually get his healing. You know what I mean? So I love that. There was a dead end, but it's like, you know what? Nah. We're not gonna settle for no dead ends here. You know what I'm saying? Right. You gotta be determined. So in order to create an opportunity, you gotta be determined.
Very determined.
You gotta be determined.
And you willing to lose sleep.
Man,
lot of sleep.
That's another thing, man. Willing to lose sleep, because in order to be business minded, innovative, you will suffer sleep, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
your mind is
always working. Even now, you got to be thinking of something else. Like, you know what I mean? After this, even what we're doing right now, this should inspire you. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, they say now they talking their story. Share your story. Share what you've been through. Because even sharing in that, you never know how it's gonna help somebody else get through their season.
Absolutely.
And you know what I mean? So, Hapz, I just want to ask you just one question before we head out.
Okay.
What encouragement can you get to somebody who's probably just trying to look into the vending business, or they trying to do some other business? Now, we just shared a few things with, you know what I mean, what they had to go through, but what one thing you could tell them that they need to know, or to I would say one thing they need to actually prepare themselves to do in order to go into it and to actually sustain in this market. It's been, you know,
have patience. Patience, and be loving to people.
Wow.
Because you're gonna have to interact with people all the time in this business.
Customer service. You have to have good customer service. Yeah.
No matter if someone is coming up to you just to express to you that they love M&M's, the peanut kind. Enjoy listening to it with a smile on your face. Right. That's the best thing to do. Make a person feel like what they have to say is always interesting to you. Even if it's not, but in order to succeed in business, always make a person feel good that they're there.
Wow.
So being impressionable to people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Loving people.
I love it.
Loving people. Just love people.
So you're saying be patient with people, right? And also be loving, all right? And in doing that, then you actually win the people over, and you actually got the business. Now, I guess what you're really trying to say is not make the person priority, all right? Not so much their finances, their priority, right? So I'm not really concerned. Once you have the person, then you have their business.
Right. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because you become their friend.
Yeah.
It's not a business anymore.
Right.
Because you do build relationships.
Of course, you build relationships, yeah.
And in some relationships, they get even closer.
Wow.
And it's like they tell people about your business without them even knowing because they love you so much.
Yeah, and I love that you know, there's no better promotion than, you know, word of mouth.
Yes.
You know what I mean? When they say, oh, I could recommend Hapz. Yo, she actually hooked me up in the DJ. Talk a little bit about the DJ thing too. Like I know you.
Okay. Well, you know, I do DJing for all events. Okay. Everybody, you know, anytime you need a business event, party events. Weddings, anything, I have it for you. I have different packages, lighting, everything. Just call me, I'm your DJ.
Yo, listen. On that note, listen, this young lady right here has so much to offer to the world. And I love the one thing that we can all say, the whole fam could say about Hapz, man, she's always energized. She always like ready to tackle whatever the next challenge is. You know what I'm saying? And we all are inspired by that. I know everybody could say that. Everybody's inspired by Hapz. You know what I'm saying? The energy that she brings to the table, and you know, loving people. That's one thing she's all about. She loves everybody. You know what I'm saying? And we love her too. And I want you guys to go ahead and support her movement. You know what I mean? The vending machine. You heard it first here, man. You know what I'm saying? The next time you see a vending machine, always remember right choice.
Vending.
You know what I mean? Vendings.
That's it. And DJ Ill Hun Supreme.
DJ Ill Hun Supreme. And you know what I mean? On that note, the journey, you know what I mean? You have the story, tell your story, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody may be inspired or will be inspired by your story. Let's go. Love you, Hapz.
I love you too, baby.
Appreciate you. Mwah. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
See you guys.
See ya. Let's go.